Well, first off, I want to say thank you for doing this. I'm a huge fan. I actually went to see you live in Expo when you came here first time.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time ago. You were actually the very first Filipino artist I ever saw live.
Really?
Yes.
Actually, that was I've been here several times, but that was my first Dubai Expo.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it was incredible. It certainly worked on me because I've gone to nearly every other Filipino show that's come here since. So,
Thank you.
speaking of that, is this your first time in Dubai?
Yes.
It is. How do you find it so far?
Sir, paano?
He's enjoying. He's enjoying. He's it's it.
I see the
He's
feel
having
already.
a blast. He's having a blast.
Much fun.
Yeah, it's. You know, I always tell him before we went here. I always tell him Dubai is like a dream.
It's like I call it La La Land.
Yeah,
because it doesn't feel
that's it.
real. Yeah,
Exactly.
La La Land.
Exactly.
So, what's been your favorite part of Dubai so far? Did you try the Dubai chocolate?
We bought some. Yeah, we tried it. We've been buying it since in the Philippines. Fly it there and then you buy it, but I think it's more pricey.
So, how does performing on an international stage like Dubai compare to performing in Philippines?
I'll answer in Tagalog na lang po.
That's fine. I'll get it right.
Yung experience ko po dito, halo-halong excitement, tsaka yung kaba, challenging. Kasi may mga kinanta ko na unreleased songs. Dalawang kanta, 2 songs, unreleased siya. Ngayon ko lang din yung ginawa. Kaya challenging siya. At masaya kasi puro kababayan po yung Filipino.
Very proud of Hero because like he said, he sang like new songs, songs that are not yet released. So yeah, I always tell him you should be exposed to people who doesn't listen to rap. So when you get comfortable performing for them, you'll be comfortable anywhere.
Well, the crowd was going wild. Like, that's actually my favorite part of concerts is I love seeing the artists, of course, but most of the time you'll see the back of my head from the stage because I'm watching the audience. And seeing the energy in that room tonight, it was insane. Like,
Yeah.
it was magical. You guys did a great job. I was part of the screaming, but you guys were really
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How does your Filipino roots and experiences influence your music, especially when you're putting it out? You know, I mean, every artist, I suppose, is to be international. You guys have certainly made your mark on the Filipino music industry. So how does that kind of maybe affect when you're projecting to international audience?
The goal is always to be authentic. The goal is always to be honest with your craft, right? So at first, when you start out, you sound like this artist, you sound like this artist. You know, as you grow, as you mature, you find your sound, and then the goal is always to be authentic. That's what I always tell them. You should always project what you are and, you know, not be pretentious. Because people know. People know if you're trying to be somebody. The Filipino culture is very rich. We believe that if you talk about our culture, the stories of Filipino people here or anywhere in the world, everybody can relate.
With such a long career, spanning over, what, 25?
20. Oh, this year is 28.
28 years. Wow. So how do you keep your music relevant and fresh, your ideas fresh? It's such a long...
The fresh thing is getting kind of hard. At the point, I always try to think of concepts or subjects to write about. I've written a lot already, so sometimes I sing verses of other songs with other songs. So I'm at that point. The body is saying a different thing, what the mind wants.
So I actually heard Hero You for the first time on the collaboration with, I'm going to butcher this name, Naspi?
Naspi.
I tried. I heard you first on that collaboration. And you have collaborated with a lot of artists. You've done SB19, a lot of different variations of genres and ages. Doing collabs like that, do you see a shift in your audience?
It helps me a lot. I get introduced to people who even now still don't know my music. It helps me a lot. Like with SB19. SB19's audience is a different world. Great push. It's a big help for me. I've always welcomed collaboration as something that broadens my audience and helps me as an artist.
Now that you like you said, you performed in Dubai a few times. This is your first time. Now that you've gotten a taste for it, is there any other international artists or any other places you would like to perform with? Or
USA, Canada.
Hasn't been to the US. We'll definitely bring them. He's been to Australia and Canada.
Somewhere you really want to go to? Somewhere you really want to perform?
USA, I think.
US. Do you have any other international artists you'd like to collaborate with?
I listen to T-Pain songs.
T-Pain.
Wow, that would be a collab. Gloc-9. Your lyrics often address social issues in a lot of different variations. How do you stay informed and inspired when you're writing about those kinds of topics?
like what I said, in the Philippines, you're immersed to different stories and all that's happening in the Philippines. What's happening in the Philippines also happens in other places. The challenge is to always be able to empathize with the person I'm writing about, the situation or the topic. If I'm able to do that, then the listeners say, "Oh yeah." I think I succeeded in the goal in terms of the song. That's what I always try to do. I try to, my other songs, Serena, try to be able to capture what they feel.
I would like both of your answers on this, if that's okay, because you're kind of in different stages of your career, different walks of life. How has the hip hop scene evolved since you started? And where do you see it going maybe in the future?
Ngayon po, mas malawak na siya. Mas malawak na yung hip-hop. Mas masarap na siyang gawin kasi mas marami nang nakikinig. Mas na-appreciate na siya. Mas lalo pa siyang lalawak. Mas marami pang magmamahal sa hip-hop.
Yeah, like what Hero said, the Philippines, hip hop in the Philippines is really, really big right now. A lot of hip hop artists, and I'm just very happy that I'm just still here, witnessing everything, still being able to do my thing. It's something that I'm really, really thankful for.
Okay, one last question and then I will let you guys rest because you've had a very long day and a very incredible show. So as a foreigner myself who really does enjoy Filipino music, I've been to the Philippines, I've gone to the shows, I've interviewed other singers, I've been very blessed and fortunate to have such a welcoming space in it. And it's something I do genuinely enjoy and hope to see more of it internationally, to be honest, while I'm here, so I'm doing this. What advice would you give to young aspiring artists who are looking to make it or crack the industry like you have? Because it was discovering you guys that I was able to discover like a whole new family here in the Filipino community. So it really has changed my life. So what kind of advice would you give maybe to artists that are looking up to you guys?
Nakikinig lang din ako sa mga payo sa akin, Videography. Doon lang din ako kumukuha ng mga... Iwan lang talaga sa akin yung consistent. Tapos tuloy-tuloy lang sa paggawa, walang tigilan,
What I tell new artists, and especially with Hero, I talk to them with all my hacks. This is what you do, this is what you do. It's more or less I've experienced almost everything that they will experience. I give them the shortcuts and not the shortcuts, the hacks. It's just to make it a little bit easier. I think what I always tell them, the most important thing, regardless if it's rap or other type of things that you want to do in life, the first thing you need to do is look for it. It's like love. You look for the right person. You look for it, you find it. You take care of it, you fight for it, you love it with all your heart and all that you can give. And hopefully, after a while, it loves you back.
Yeah.
The simplest way to put it.
That's so beautiful. I love that. Treat it like love. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you.
No,
Thank
but
you.
it's such an honor, a pleasure for me. So thank you so much. Is there anything you want to plug? Not that anyone clicking on this video, I don't think doesn't know who you are, but in case they don't and they're under a rock, where can they find you? Or anything you'd like to plug, anything upcoming that you would like people to check out?
Hello, ako po si Hero. Pwede niyo po i-follow sa I'm Hero PH at subscribe po sa Hero TV. Abangan niyo po yung mga bago ko pong i-release, mga bagong kwento. Katulad ng mga kinanta ko kanina, Nanay Tatay, Tagu-Taguan at marami pang iba.
Yeah, just visit our YouTube channel. That's where everything falls, and the new stuff, the old stuff. We hope to see you in future shows.